Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Me and my partner Jay created our online community called Inner Power, and we teach online classes, so the timetable varies from total body, core attack, ab attack and stretch and mobility. So in today's video I'm going to show you how body stretch and mobility. This session is one of the sessions I teach in Inner Power stretch and mobility classes, so I really hope you enjoy this session. If you want to join our community, feel free to send an email, description down below, as well you can follow our Facebook page. We also have a private Instagram account, though it's only for our members, so if you want to find more information, feel free to get in touch with us. We'll start with some core rotations at first. So keep your hands at about chest height. Feet are glued to the floor. We are contracting on one side while stretching the other one. No need to rush. And now we'll move the hands at about waist height. And now we'll start pivoting on the leg as well. Last 10 seconds. Two, one, and rest. And now next one, legs widely open, and then from here we'll lean forward, keeping the back straight. So don't round your shoulders, keep the shoulders down and back, the back straight, legs wide open, and then we'll touch the floor with the hands or to the position where you're able to, of course. And now we'll bend in the elbows and straighten the knees. So when we bend in the elbows, we'll be able to bring the upper body closer to the floor and hopefully being able to increase the stretch on the back of the legs, so the hamstrings. And now bring the legs closer so that they're at about a shoulder width apart. And we'll walk the hands backwards. This allows us to shift the stretch towards the higher portion of the hamstrings, so you feel it more in that area. Last 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then walk your legs on the way back. Well done. Well done. And now from here we're going for a hip rotation. So the movement only happens in the hip joint. Hip joint is just where the hip joints are just where I am pointing at the moment. The hip joint is the most mobile joint in the body. And now change. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come back to center. And now the next one, we're going for a side bend. So again, keep the legs comparatively wide open, and then we'll have hip shift, side bend. Just when you're bending, don't bend your head as well. Like, keep the head comparatively in the same position when you are in the central point. So not like when you're bending and the head, just bending to the side without bending the head. And come back to center. Hip shift, side bend on the other side. Back to center, hip shift, side bend. Try to see if you'll be able to bend a little bit more this time. And again, keep the shoulders down and the head centered without bending it. And back to center, hip shift, side bend. So we're allowing the external obliques to stretch. And back to center, hip shift, side bend. Back to center, hip shift, side bend. And back to center. And last one on each side, hip shift, side bend. Back to center, and the other side, hip shift, side bend. And back to center, and rest. And now we'll go for some arm circles as well. So backwards arm circle. Just keep the shoulders down and back. Extend the arms. And now forward. Well done. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Well done. Now we'll go for a quad stretch next. So grab hold of your foot, particularly in the area where the laces would be. And now from here, keep the back straight. Don't create any arch in the lower back. Keep the chest toe. You can have a slight bend in the leg, the extended leg as well. Grab the floor with the toes, or grip the floor with the toes. And in the next 60 seconds, we're trying to bring the heel closer to the glutes and just gently push the hips forwards as well. Not really moving the hips forward, but try to move in the position where you currently are, because this allows us to again stretch the quads, so the front muscles of the legs. Okay, now try to bring the heel closer to the glutes. We're looking for an intensity about 8 out of 10, so if one is you sat on the sofa watching Christmas movie and 10 is really hard, so hard that you cannot sustain, it's painful and you give up immediately, so we're looking for that mild stretch at about 8 out of 10. Okay, and rest and change. So again, grab the hold of your foot in the area where the laces will be. As I mentioned, to be able to stabilize a little bit more, you can bend in the knee and grip the floor with the toes. You'll find it's much easier to balance. Push through the hips, keep the chest tall, keep the shoulders down and back, don't round the shoulders, keep the back straight, bring the foot, the heel closer to the glutes. Last 5 seconds. And come out of this stretch. Well done, well done. And now the next one, we'll go for ankle mobility. So a few ankle circles. If you start in any direction, it doesn't matter, we'll change anyway. Can change. Okay, and the other leg now, the other ankle. I have to be more precise. You don't need to rush, just do it slowly and do a full 360 circle. Just focus your attention on that ankle as well. And now change direction. One, and come out of this one. And now we'll look the hands, the fingers behind the back, squeeze between the shoulder blade, keep the chest tall. It's like someone is pulling our chest forward. We'll squeeze at the shoulder blades. Just to show you where the shoulder blades are, just here. As you can see for yourself, for example, whether you have a little bit of rounding in those shoulders. For example, I do have. Keep squeezing, by the way, I'm just going to explain. So for example, if your shoulder blades are a bit whingy like mine are, then it means you have to be doing more of this, of pulling, so that you lengthen the muscle fibers of the chest and you straighten the ones at the back. So this is the purpose of this exercise, to open our chest and to straighten the back muscles, and more precisely the rotator cuff. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Last 3, 2, 1, and rest. And then one more postural exercise. We'll bend in the hip joint, so the hip joint just here where the hips are, knee joints are just here, so we'll bend in both joints, lean forward. We're looking for that position where we're getting ready to jump. We're not jumping, of course, but again, bend in the hips and the knees, lean forward, keep your back straight. Keep your head looking down towards the floor, and now from here we're extending the arms towards the side, but just at the point where they reach the shoulder height. You don't need to be going higher than that point. So extend the arms, squeeze again between the shoulder blades, and return. Extend the arms, keep this one going, and return. Extend, squeeze, and return. Extend, squeeze, and return. Extend, squeeze, 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 and return. Extend, squeeze, and return. Extend, squeeze, and return. Extend, squeeze, and return. 3 more to go. Extend, squeeze, and return. Extend, squeeze, and return. And last one, I think it was the last one, maybe we might have done more. Extend, squeeze, and return. Okay. And now the next one, we'll go for a chest stretch. Now that we've done a few postural exercises, we can stretch the chest as well. So find a wall or a door, it doesn't matter, and we'll place the hand on chest height with the fingers pointing towards our other side. So if you're going for the right side, the finger should be pointing the left side. If you're going for the left side, the finger should be pointing towards the right side. And again, place the hand on chest height, slight bend in the elbow, slight bend, and keep the shoulder down, don't shrug the shoulder up, as this might create additional tightness. And now rotate towards the other side. You might feel like a pinching pain as well in that chest area, or even the shoulder as well. Just because if it's really tight, that area, that's normal really. It's just a body mechanism to protect itself, usually. Rotate a little bit more, even if it's just a slight movement. Last 15 seconds. Three, two, one. Come out of the stretch. Just allow a few seconds for the shoulder to come back to its natural position, and just make a mental notice between both shoulders, just to feel the difference between one stretch, and change. So place the hand on chest height, slight bend in the elbow, and rotate towards the other side. Again, fingers pointing to the other side. So for me, this is towards the right side. Keep the shoulder down. Rotate a little bit more towards the other side, just to increase the stretch. Of course, only if you're able to. Last 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come out of this stretch. stretch. Well done. Well done. And now the next one, we're going down on the floor. Down on the floor. And we're looking for the meditation position. We're not meditating. But, so from here we'll extend the right arm, and now bend the neck towards the left shoulder. And now from here we're trying to bring the chin closer to the chest. Again, by keeping the head tilted towards the left shoulder. So you feel the stretch much more intensely. Last 10 seconds, bring the chin closer to the chest if you're able to. 3, 2, 1. And now we'll repeat the same on the other side. So extend the left arm so that the hand is almost, well, not almost, but is touching the floor. And now we'll bend the neck towards the right shoulder first. And now we're trying to bring the chin closer to the chest. Just focus your attention to the area that we're currently stretching, so that will be the neck. Take a deep breath in, hold the breath and breathe out through the mouth. Breathe in, hold the breath and breathe out through the mouth. And try to bring the chest closer, not the chest, try to bring the chin closer to the chest. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And come out of this one. Nice, well done. And now next we're going for a happy and angry cat. So we're starting in that box position with the hands just under the shoulder. So here's my shoulder, my hands are just underneath, knees under the hips. And now from here we'll bend the spine towards the ceiling, tuck the chin underneath the chest. And hollow the spine and look forward. So that we have arch in the back and it's towards the floor. Bend the back towards the ceiling and tuck the chin underneath the chest. Hollow the spine and look forward. Bend the back towards the ceiling and tuck the chin underneath the chest. Hollow the spine and look forward. slow and controlled. Don't need to rush. Do it in your own time. And again, bend the back towards the ceiling, tuck the chin underneath the chest. Hollow the spine and look forward. One last one to go. Bend the back towards the ceiling, tuck the chin underneath the chest. Hollow the spine and look forward. Last 3, 2, 1, and come out of this one. And now we'll go for rolling of the knees in a seated position. So we're looking to start with both legs on about 90 degrees. So we're looking to have this 90-degree angle in the legs. And now we'll rotate towards the other side and keep this one on going. You can use your hands by just placing them behind the back as well, but don't change the position of the hands. Try and do it without changing the position. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come out of this one.